Hello and welcome to another episode of our From the Helm series, live here at Resources Rising Stars Gold Coast Conference for 2025. I'm Grady Wolf, Senior Market Analyst with Bell Financial Group. Today, a new face in the industry in the Indiana Resources, Matt Bowles, Managing Director. You've only just stepped into the role 6 weeks ago. We're really excited to have you on board. How have your journey been so far? And for our investors who might not know the Indiana story, can you tell us about the company?
Sure, thanks Grady. So Indiana, we've got a dominant land position in the Central Gawler Craton of South Australia.
Yeah.
It's a really exciting gold project. We've got over 5,000 square kilometres of tenure, so that's a massive, massive footprint in a really highly prospective region. Indiana's had it's been around for many, many years. Some of your viewers may have known Indiana from when we were in Africa. We had a project there. Our cash position is significant from the result of a settlement with Tanzania. So that's all part in the past, and now we're really focused just on the exploration of the gold, which is fantastic.
And gold, what a time to be in gold, right? You already have some extensive gold mineralisation at the Minos project in South Australia, as you kind of mentioned there. Can you tell us about what you have found there and what drilling results are looking like so far?
Yeah, so we've got at Minos, which is one sort of small prospect. It all sits on the Lake Labyrinth shear zone, so it's a major sort of fertile gold system. And there's Minos, Ariadne, and then Company Well. So there's a number of other prospects along there. Most of the work's been done at Minos to date, and we're getting exceptionally high grade results, like 38 metres at sort of over 5 grams per tonne. Yeah. So there's a real opportunity to sort of grow this project over time quite rapidly, and that's what we're starting to do now.
And Indiana recently completed 2 drilling programs. What did you aim to achieve through these, and were you happy with the results?
So we haven't had the results through yet on the last ones.
Waiting for those.
They're still pending. Yes, they're highly anticipated, shall we say. So the part of it was extensional drilling at Minos, so we're stepping out, and also drilling a couple of deeper holes at Minos. What we've also recently announced is a 5,000 metre air core program at Company Well, which is about sort of 2 kilometres to the south of Minos. Yep. So again, as I said, we're really sort of just trying to expand that footprint and highlight to investors a lot more than just this Minos prospect as well.
Now, you did recently flag the start of a new drilling program, so even more so than you've done before. Where is this taking place and what's the strategy behind it?
So that's down at Company Well. As I said, it's about 2 k's from Minos. We've just completed a calcrete sampling program through there, so like a soil sampling program. That's come out with some really, really high order anomalies, and that's why we now want to go in there with a big air core program, or 5,000 metre air core program, to test some of those prospects. And then we're already starting to plan for a big follow-up RC program. So we really want to hit this hard. We've got the cash in the bank. Yeah. As you said, fantastic gold price environment. And where we're sitting is it's on a major sort of shear structure, so we can see these big shear systems typically host big deposits. So that's what we want to try and unlock.
So that's what you like to see. Yeah. Now, you did, as you alluded to earlier, settle that litigation with the Tanzania government there, leaving you with lots of cash, strong balance sheet. Investors love to hear that. How much cash are we talking, and how much runway does this give you for future drilling programs?
So we returned 60 million to ship back to shareholders. So 2 capital returns. So we've got a lot of happy shareholders.
Yeah, I bet you do.
And we've retained this total of 37 million. There's part of that's been ring fenced for some ongoing sort of discussions. But we've certainly got enough to fund with our existing sort of planned programs.
Yeah, and Minos is in the heart of South Australia's Gawler Craton region. There's a lot of gold exploration taking place there. Do you see any scope for consolidation in the region? We know M&A is red hot right now.
It is red hot. I mean, we've got all the ground around Barton Gold. I mean, Barton, Alex is doing a fantastic job there at Barton.
Yes, he is,
and so his project's a lot more advanced. And so I guess what we're looking at doing is really just hitting the project harder and growing that resource. I think at some point potentially there is, but it's probably a little bit early. We want to find out what we've got first.
We want to know exactly what grade you're seeing. Matt, thank you so much for joining us from the Helm today, and we're really excited to follow the Indiana story over the coming years. I hope you enjoyed that episode of From the Helm as much as we did filming it. If you did, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channels to stay up to date with all market commentary, insights, analysis, and of course, CEO interviews.